trahison.
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host, your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol Season 2. We're going to talk about that massive scene that we got in Daryl Dixon Episode 2 of Season 2 with Isabelle and Daryl, and whether or not we think this works. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol Season 2. We're going to be talking about the major scene in the second episode of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, Book of Carol, which is the scene that everybody's been talking about, obviously, and I definitely wanted to make kind of its own video focused on this because this is a big scene for Walking Dead. This is a big scene for Daryl Dixon. This is a big scene for, his character in general. I think this is the first time we've ever seen Daryl make out with someone on screen. I think so, because I mean, Leah and him, they had a connection, but they never really shown anything like that, you know what I'm saying? They had that. You had a bunch of theories over the course of the years of Walking Dead, you know what I mean? And when I say many, I mean seriously several. Like, I remember back in the day, like, when I was growing up watching Walking Dead, there was people saying, like, Daryl's going to get with Carol. You know, that was a big one I remember when it started. Now, see, for me personally, I never really saw that. I always kind of viewed Daryl and Carol as like a brother and sister type of, you know what I'm saying, like relationship. That's kind of how I always looked at it. Then you had Beth. For some reason, people thought that was a good idea, even though she was like in her teen years, but whatever, I'm not going to focus on that. I don't know what the hell people were talking about with that one. But anyway, that was one idea people had. And then they brought on Connie on the show, right? Which I felt like was the first one that actually made a lot of sense. I did enjoy that idea of them two getting together. But I have a feeling they had that set up. I do feel like they were going to do that. But then Lauren Ridloff got busy with Marvel. They kind of got, distracted with other stuff. And by the time that the actress came back, we were already in the final season. And I feel like, and they already had the Leah stuff going on. So they're probably like, nah, you know what, let's just leave it. But we did end up having Leah with Daryl, which I felt like was kind of a waste of time. I feel like you could have made her a good guy character. I think you could have done some good stuff with her. Admittedly, I wish Leah stayed as a good guy. I think she could have worked as that, but it never went that way. They just made her a villain. And then they still, for some reason, had her and Daryl kind of together, but it didn't always work and stuff. It was a really back and forth relationship. And then in the end, Daryl killed, Leah, and he killed, Leah, took her out. And it was just kind of a weird relationship. I didn't really understand it. Now, finally, we have Isabelle, which is one that we finally have. And ever since they've introduced her character in Season 1, I've enjoyed her character. I think the actress, Clemence Posey, is a criminally underrated actress on this show. I see so many people say, oh, she's just kind of another character. I'm like, no, I really like her. I think her character is really good. And, I think she works as a, proper love interest for Daryl. I feel the chemistry when I watch them on screen, which is rare to see with Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus is very unique, and it's tough to get somebody that matches that type of vibe. But I find that Clemence definitely does that, and I think she does a good job with it. So, for anybody that sits there and says, oh, the kiss was random, or oh, the kiss didn't make sense, I thought it did. I thought it made sense in the scene. It's unexpected, for damn sure. I don't disagree with that. But it made sense. The scene made sense. It felt right. And I will say that I think that it was handled in a good enough way. It wasn't cringeworthy like Michonne in The Ones Who Live, where she's like, love doesn't die. Like they didn't do that bullshit. So, you got to be grateful in some areas. They don't make it cringy. They make it realistic. They make it feel real. And I think that's what made this one work. And honestly, I hope that this lasts for a long time. I hope that, they continue this relationship for a good while. And I'll tell you one thing right now, this is one of those that, admittedly, I'm down for. I think it works. I think it'll work for the story. And as long as they, take it in a good direction, I think it could definitely work for sure. But yeah, it's a good relationship idea. It's a good concept. And for those that are saying, oh, well, we'll never get Daryl and Carol together. Honestly, I think you've been reading it wrong the whole time. I hate to say it. I don't think that's going to happen. I view them as more of a, like I said, brother and sister thing. Whereas, Daryl and Isabelle, I've actually, ever since Season 1, I've kind of felt like they were going to do something like that. I was never sure, because Daryl's not the kind of character to hook up with a character like that. But when they did it in 202, when they had the scene play out, I was like, you know what? I respect it. It's ballsy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect them to actually go through with it. So, very good job on the writers. Definitely a good call, I'd say. And I could tell it kind of left the viewer base a little bit kind of shocked. Like, they're like, whoa, what, you know? So, and I think that was the intent, so I think it worked. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about the idea of this relationship going forward in the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Book of Carol? And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure you click to subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos of The Walking Dead. Be sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews and Scum, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys very soon for more videos of The Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.